Screen with someone. I see a couple of, at least two or three of those screens. You could look at them right now and say, I can't wait to hear you sing with David. Okay.
I can't hear you ready to sing with David.
I'm looking for more kindness in this world. I am looking for more kindness in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I am just looking for more kindness in this world. I'm looking for more grace in this world. Join me. I am looking for more grace in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I am just looking for more grace in this world. You see how the song works. You can think of all the things you'd like to see more of in the world. I'll list a few more, but don't hold back. After church, you can make up verses of your own. I'm looking for more loving in this world. I am looking for more loving in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I am just looking for more loving in this world. Watch out now. Oh, this is what I'm seeing. We're in trouble A to Z, and there's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, it is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring for goodness sake. I'm looking for more peace in this world. That's it. Here we go. I am looking for more peace in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I am just looking for more peace in this world. How about justice? I'm looking for more justice in this world. I am looking for more justice in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I am just looking for more justice in this world. Here's that other part. This is what I'm seeing. We're in trouble A to Z, and there's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, it is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring for goodness sake. Compassion. I'm looking for compassion in this world. I'm looking for compassion in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I guess I'm gonna get to be it. I am just looking for compassion in this world. And I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Grace. I'm looking for more grace in this world. Loving. I'm looking for more loving in this world. Peace. I'm looking for more peace in this world. Justice. I'm looking for more justice in this world. Kindness. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Did I leave anything out? I'm sure I did. And good morning to you all.
Our opening words this morning are it's a poem, A Song of Ascent by Patrick Otuama. This slope is not slippery, it is steep. We're at the feet of a great endeavor. You need not fear a dangerous descent, because this ascent will demand enough attention. If we slip, let us hope that our grips are firm. Our muscles will burn and ache. In time, perhaps we'll find ourselves on a plateau, showing us where we have come from and where we might be going.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Molly Keogh, and I'm co-chair of the Worship Committee, along with Judy Kling. I'm also a member of the St. John's River Sangha and a member of the Social and Environmental Justice Committee. We welcome you and all of who you are to this worship service. We are glad you're here. We continue to be grateful for the technology that allows us to continue to meet during these times of social and physical distancing. Thank you for your patience and grace when we have technical glitches or delays. Consider them, if you will, an invitation to take a deep breath. In addition to our worship each Sunday at 10, we meet on Tuesday nights at 7 for a more informal time of check-in and sharing. Please consider joining us for that gathering. And for all of our connections, we encourage you to invite a friend to join us and experience our UUCD community. There's certainly room in our hearts and our space for more people who are searching for a liberal, diverse, non-judgmental spiritual community. Today is a very special day. We welcome David Roth. As his website states, David strikes many chords, hearts, and minds with his unique songs, offbeat observations, moving stories, and sense of hilariousness. Powerful singing and subject matter. As singer, songwriter, recording artist, keynote speaker, workshop leader, and instructor, David has earned top honors at premium songwriting competitions in Texas and New York, and has taken his music experience and expertise for a ride in a wide variety of venues. We are in for a real treat. We've already started that. Now I invite you to take a deep breath and listen to these sincere words of welcome. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever you've done, whatever your religious beliefs or not, wherever you are physically on this planet right now, you are welcome in this spiritual community. However you move in the world, how much or how little is in your bank account or wallet, however you are feeling in this moment, you and all of you who you are welcome in this spiritual community. We are all enhanced by being together.
We light this flame for the art of sacred unknowing, humbled by all that we cannot fathom in this time. We come into the presence of what we do know, perhaps the only thing we can ever know, that love is now and forever, the only answer to everything, and everyone in every moment. Please join me in our unison affirmation. Words are in the chat box. Love is the spirit of this church and service its law. This is our great covenant to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
And now it's time for Story of All Ages, Story for All Ages. I think that includes everybody. And if you have any kids within earshot, bring them by, kids, grandkids, whatever, even though some of your kids are 50 years old. I thought I'd play a song and tell you a brief little story about I was invited to a school district in New Jersey in probably 10 years ago by now. And the school teacher, this visionary school teacher, wanted to bring in songwriters like me to write songs with the kids on the theme of community, what it's like to be in community. So this teacher gave me the choice of any grade that I wanted, K through 5. She gave me first pick because she was the first one. I was the first one she thought of. And I said, well, let me have the 5th graders. And she said, you sure? I said, oh yeah, I want the most sophisticated kids with the best vocabulary. I'm a very wordy kind of songwriter. And then I thought about this for a couple days, and I called her back. I said, you know, Amy, I'd like you to hold me back to the 3rd grade instead of the 5th grade. Is that possible? Can you move me back 2 grades? And she said 3 words, good decision, Dave. The 3rd graders were still open to this fun experience. And I asked them over the course of 4 periods, there were 92 of them, 23 per class. So we had 4 questions to make this song. Sort of like Passover, only different. The first question was, what does community mean to you? Second question is everything all right in the world today? Third question is, what's something specific you can do in the world to make it a better place? And the fourth question is, what do we do now? Where do we go from here? And at the end of the day, we had a song called We Belong Together. And it's a very easy sing-along with a few little verses in between. And we were so happy at the end of the day, I said, you know what, kids, I'm going to send this song to the President of the United States. And this was 2007. They said, you can do that? And I said, absolutely. I even know the address. But I had to look up the zip code. And that's what we did, and we heard from the President, and we got a whole bunch of stuff back from the White House. It was a really cool lesson in civics. So you ready to sing again? Here's how the chorus goes. It goes like this. We belong together. We'll be friends forever. Will we fight? No, never. Because we belong together. That's the chorus. Try it with me. We belong together. We'll be friends forever. We'll be friends forever. Will we fight? No, never. Will we fight? No, never. Because we belong together. First verse, some similarities. We belong. We'll be friends. We may not live in the same town, but we live in the same world, and our world has some problems. War, hunger, pollution, bad guys, hatred, disasters. We have to find a way, because here we go. We belong together. We'll be friends forever. We'll be friends forever. Will we fight? No, never. Will we fight? No, never. Because we belong together. And we have different traditions. And we have different religions. And we have different opinions, imagine. And we have different names. Still, you know we belong together. We'll be friends forever. We'll be friends forever. Will we fight? No, never. Will we fight? No, never. Because you take this one. We'll make sandwiches for hungry people. We'll pick up our garbage and read. We'll send cards to people who need them. We'll make friends instead of war. 'Cause we belong together. We'll be friends forever. Will we fight? No, never. Because we belong together. So I won't be mean, I'll be kind. I will leave all that bad stuff behind. I'll be trustworthy and open up my heart. And that's where the changes will start. Because we belong together. We'll be friends forever. Will we fight? No, never. Because we belong together. Don't you know it's true that we belong together? No matter what they tell you, we belong together. One last time for good luck, we belong together. I love that song.
Thank you, David. That was delightful. I hope everybody was singing along. I was. Nobody here, so I couldn't bother anyone. Good morning, Christine. I just wanted to give you a short UU moment. Actually, it has two parts to it. The first part is that, as you are aware, I'm sure, there is going to be a runoff election in Georgia, which will decide some pretty important things about our Senate, U.S. Senate. UU the vote has not stopped working. We're still in it because we're still in it. UU the vote in Delaware is going to again send postcards, this time to people in Georgia. If you are interested in participating in that, please get in touch with me. I don't have the postcards yet, but they're in the mail, as they say. They're en route. So I can help you with that if you're interested in participating. It's pretty well organized. They give you all the information you need. It just takes some time to sit and write a postcard. We did 200 of them last time. Okay, now the other thing was, I looked on the UUA website today, or yesterday, or one day, and I always find interesting things on the first page. And the thing I found that was interesting, and I'd like to recommend it to all of you, is an article by our president who talks about Thanksgiving and how to reimagine it in light of two things: the COVID, of course, and also the indigenous population and the indigenous focus of our UUA for the year. So I would suggest that you all take a look at that, and hopefully it will inspire you. And that's the UU moment.
It is our time for joys and concerns, when we offer one another the opportunity to share very briefly what is most on our hearts right now, life's celebrations and concerns. As you do so, we invite you to light a candle in your own space. Through the action of sharing and kindling a flame, we give energy to our best thoughts, meditations, sympathies, celebrations, and prayers. We hold these as sacred in our collective hearts. At this time, we invite you to change your view to gallery view in the upper right corner of your screen so that you can see everyone who is here. As you feel led, please unmute your microphone and share your joy or concern and light your candle, if you have one. You can watch the mute signals in the lower corner of each person's video stream to see if anyone else is unmuted. It's best if we share one at a time. Please mute your mic again after you have shared. I will do a candle for my husband. His birthday is Tuesday. He will be turning 55. And so I'm going to light this candle for him. And I'll also light this candle for the final candle for joys and concerns that were not spoken by those of us here and in solidarity with others in our community who could not be with us today. A central part of our worship, in person and online, is the opportunity we all have to practice the art of generosity. Our gifts to UUCD are what allow us, this congregation, to thrive with a common vision to nurture our spirits, build community, and change the world. We are grateful to you for the ways that you support our community, including your financial pledges and offerings. Your gifts truly translate into lives changed. Every part of our ministry, from the worship that grounds us in our values, to the community gatherings that connect us, to our children's education, or to our social justice outreach and actions, are supported by your gifts. We are continuing this church year with gratitude for the ways we have stayed connected in this past year, with enthusiasm for new opportunities to live out our mission, and with great hope that we will find innovative ways to work and worship together in the coming year. Your giving makes all of these things possible. For those who are making pledges or want to contribute to this community, you may continue to write checks and mail them to us, or you can give online. There are instructions to do both of these things on our website at uucd.org. Just click Support UUCD on the menu bar. You can do that now, during this offering song, or anytime that is convenient.
As you may know, UUCD feels that direct support of various community charities is an important part of living our principles. The Social and Environmental Justice Committee selects a charity each month and encourages you to make a donation to that charity if you're able to do so. The charity for November is the Food Bank of Delaware. The food bank is headquartered in Newark, but also has a large branch in Milford that serves the southern part of the state. Food insecurity is always an issue for some people living in Delaware, but the unemployment and underemployment caused by the pandemic has made food supplementation more critical. The Thanksgiving holiday means additional food requests for the food bank. The food bank depends upon donations. For every $1 donated, 91 cents goes directly to feeding hungry people. The food bank is able to provide 3 meals for each dollar that you donate. You can donate your labor, mostly helping to sort and package foods for their various programs, or you can donate money or food directly. You can make monetary donations online at their website, or you could mail them a check to either of their food warehouses. They have many programs, including the Healthy Pantry for people in need, which extends to also having mobile pantries that serve communities and schools. They provide supplemental food for families through sending food home with school children over weekends and holidays in backpacks and meals for needy seniors. In addition, they provide nutrition and financial education. The slide on the screen shows some of the assistance provided by the food bank in response to the pandemic. They have tried to adjust their services to the changing needs of the community. I hope you will be able to help the food bank to help Delawareans through volunteering, in-kind donations, or through a monetary gift. Any amount will be put to use and will be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much.
As we come around to take our places at the table, a moment to remember and reflect upon our wealth. Here's to loving friends and family, and here's to being able to gather here together in good company and health. And may we be released from all those feelings that would harm us. May we have the will to give them up and get them gone. For heavy are the satchels, full of anger and false promise. May we have the strength to put them down. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. And may the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day. And may we wish the best for everyone that we encounter. May we swallow pride and may we do away with fear. For it's only what we do not know that we have grown afraid of, and only what we do not choose to hear. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day, every day. And as we bless our daily bread and drink our day's libations, May we be reminded of the lost and wayward soul, the hungry and the homeless that we have in every nation. May we fill each empty cup and bowl. May nothing ever come between or threaten to divide us. May we never take for granted all the gifts that we receive, being ever mindful of unseen hands that guide us and the miracles that cause us to believe. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day.
Molly back again. This is the part of our service that we call centering. And this is an opportunity for us to be in this moment, to be with our bodies, with our minds, in this moment, to allow ourselves an opportunity to relax and enjoy the moment. You might want to close your eyes, or you can leave them open, whichever you like. Try to focus on your breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. As you focus on your breath, listen to these words. This is a poem written by Thich Nhat Hanh, and it's from his book, Love in Action. It's actually one of my favorite writings of his, and I go to it often for solace and healing. Don't say that I will depart tomorrow. Even today, I'm still arriving. Look deeply every second I am arriving, to be a bud on a spring branch, to be a tiny bird with still fragile wings, learning to sing in my new nest, to be a caterpillar in the heart of a flower, to be a jewel hiding itself in a stone. I am still arriving in order to laugh and to cry, in order to fear and to hope. The rhythm of my heart is the birth and death of every living creature. I am a mayfly metamorphosing on the surface of the river, and I am the bird that swoops down to swallow the mayfly. I am a frog swimming happily in the clear water of a pond, and I am the grass snake that silently feeds itself on the frog. My joy is like spring, so warm that it makes flowers bloom all over the earth. My pain is like a river of tears, so vast that it fills all four oceans. Please call me by my true names, so I can hear all my cries and laughter at once, so I can see that my joy and pain are one. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up and open the door of my heart, the door of compassion. Blessed be.
Thich Nhat Hanh, this amazing Vietnamese Buddhist monk I met many years ago at the Omega Institute in upstate New York. It's wonderful to hear that poetry. Molly, thank you. So this is something a little bit different. It's called a sermon and song. I'm going to play 4 songs. And the talk title for today is One World, Many Concerns. That is a broad brushstroke. And so much going on in the world in so many different angles. It was difficult for me to pick 3 or 4 things to sing about when there seem to be dozens and even hundreds. So I hope we'll get to the tip of the iceberg today. I will tell you that if there are any names mentioned in any of these songs, I've been a songwriter full-time for more than 3 decades, traveling all over the country up until recently, of course, and a few other countries as well. I've made 15 albums, and I kind of made a career where nothing existed before by thinking things up and finding enough people interested to share these ideas with one another. It's an exchange that would sustain me and my family. So I'm very grateful for that in this season of gratitude. And we'll start with a song that's based on a true story. All the names of people in my songs are the real people. You know, no names are changed, but as I like to say, paradigms are often shifted, as in this first song, A True Story. Jessica Robles, a single young mother, was struggling to feed her 3 kids. She went to the market without any money. Family had fallen on hardship. She put what she needed right into her shopping cart. Did not take one extra thing. Some milk and some meatballs, some hamburger helper, canned corn, peaches, and chicken wings. Her kids were so hungry, she had to do something. Never had planned to be poor. She didn't know who else she could turn to, and rolled her cart right out the door. That's where a policewoman saw Jessica Robles and caught her red-handed in this. I can't go to jail, Jessica sobbed and she pleaded. Who'll take care of my kids? Officer Thomas saw a much bigger picture, much larger than milk or than bread. Arresting this mother would solve nobody's problems. She had a notion instead. She pulled out her wallet and took out 6 20s and paid for those groceries in full. When others got wind of the story, more money came pouring in for Jessica Robles. A woman named Myra gave $200. She said, I've been right where she is. One of the local businesses kicked in with 500 more for her kids. When that story appeared on the late evening news, someone watching offered Jessica a job. To say she was grateful would not scratch the surface. Went down to her very last straw. The world may seem random, and bad things may happen without rhyme or reason, it seems. But now and again, something stunning reminds me that goodness is more than a dream. Goodness is more than a dream. Sing that with me. Goodness is more than a dream. One last time. goodness is more than a dream. I love that story, and I wanted to start off with that because, just sending thoughts and prayers doesn't seem to be enough these days. I think taking action is the third part of that trinity of making things change for the good. Prayers, yes, of course. Thoughts, yes. Action, just important to do something specific, like those kids did, and we belong together. And what a model for us to witness about how this police officer found a different way to solve that problem. So that took place in Florida. I'm going to go a little more globally now, from local to global. With so much polarization in the world today. Well, this is a song I wrote with my friends J.D. Martin and Karen Drucker in February of 2017. For the last 4 years, Guadalupe checked in to the Phoenix office of immigration. Both of her kids, U.S. born. But everything changed the day they took her away. In the home of the brave, in the land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Guadalupe, you come for me. For the last 2 years, Kamal made his rounds. Interfaith Medical Center, New York City. He went to Sudan to visit his mom. But everything changed. He couldn't come back. He was stranded in the home of the brave, in the land of the free. We are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Kamal, you come for me. Give me your tired, your poor huddled masses. This is America, built by dreamers, yearning to breathe free. If I had to leave my country, what would I do? If the way I dressed was a trigger for you, if I'm not welcome here, where would I go? Could I sail away on an unknown ocean of hope? In the home of the brave, in this land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Guadalupe, for Kamal, when you come for my neighbor, you come for me. So as you can see, I sing in all my music on behalf of the human family. I certainly do. I mentioned I've been doing this beautiful job for many years, and every once in a while something quite wonderful happens. A fan letter pours in, and 12 years ago a fan letter poured in from a 9-year-old girl who had been dragged to one of my concerts in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm pretty sure against her will, by her parents, who were old friends of mine. And they brought 9-year-old Alana to my concert, who did not look happy to be there at all, and was in a great minority of young people, maybe the only one who was there that night. It was a wonderful night. And about a month later, I got a letter in the mail. Now, I can look at my screen here in the gallery view, and I see I don't have to explain to any of you what a letter is. But if there were younger people here today, I would, tell them about, the sharp stick and the darkened fruit juice and the piece of papyrus and concrete sequential patterns, and then a stamp and an envelope is a whole nother sermon and so on. We don't have time for that, or either one of those things. Anyway, I got a letter a month after this concert in Washington, D.C., and my friend Grant said, "Hey, David, I just came across this on my desk. I thought you'd get a kick out of it." Well, this was 12 years ago. I have read this letter at every concert, every church service, every appearance I've ever made, because it's the words of a 9-year-old. And, a 9-year-old has a different set of concerns in this one world of ours. And here's what she wrote. It's got a great title. It's called David Roth, by Alana Baldwin. David Roth is my hero. I was as surprised as you are. He's a great singer, songwriter, guitar player, and he sang at my parents' wedding, which I did long before she was born. David Roth writes funny songs and inspiring songs. His funny songs make people that are even down in the dumps laugh. His inspiring songs like Yes We Can, Practice Makes Progress. Did some of you say perfect? I hope not. Oh, no. Perfection is prison. I've carefully inserted 11 mistakes into this morning's talk so that I don't have to bear that burden of a flawless presentation. So practice makes progress. His inspiring songs like Yes We Can, Practice Makes, and some others make me have confidence, courage, C-O-R-A-G-E, and encouragement. Encouragement. I knew exactly what she meant. I knew exactly, but I loved this word, encouragement. I just adopted it, and I immediately put it into the imaginary David Roth digital dictionary. And if you can gain access to that dictionary, you look up encouragement, it will say this: to have courage. And when you look at that page, that word on the page, what I discovered was what courage really is. It's courage without the rage. So I hope if you take nothing else from our time together this morning, you will, in fact, you could look at, if anybody's within earshot, say, it's tough out there these days. Have courage. Do that for me if you're with somebody in the room. It's tough out there. Have courage. I love that. So a little bit more of Alana's letter. David has been playing and singing for over 20 years, over 30 now. He's tall, skinny, and has gray hair, even back then. And I'm amazed at even how old he is, he can still get all the high notes. Can anybody relate? Anyway, out of the mouths of babes. I'm going to sing a song now that takes two people from as extreme a position as you could possibly imagine, and how they found common ground in this one world of many concerns. Again, a true story. Again, real names. Ahmed had a plastic gun, a toy, that's all it was. He got it from his uncle one December just because. The older boys were rebels and he liked to play along. And one day he'd grow up to be as big and brave and strong. Israeli soldiers often searched the Jenin camps and towns. They were looking for insurgents, they were always cracking down. The residents resented these intrusions on their lives. The rebels fired rifles, the younger boys threw knives. One Thursday came another clash between these warring groups. Again the bullets, stones and rocks, the rebels and the troops. A soldier saw a gunman and he fired at a boy. The victim was a 12-year-old, his weapon was that toy. Ahmed al-Khatib was taken off to Ramallah, but his wounds were such that he was transferred off to Israel, a hospital in Haifa where these Jewish doctors did everything they could to help this child live. Despite their greatest efforts, Ahmed passed away. A family's worst nightmare turned reality that day. And that's when they had every reason to exact revenge, to carry out this history of this hatred between men. They could have shouted out in anger, outrage, grief, and pain. They could have caused a riot against these Jews who'd killed their son. What would they do to face this darkest hour of their lives? They donated all his organs so that others might survive. A liver for a baby, 2 kidneys for a child, 1 lung each, a girl and boy ages 4 and 5. And a woman in her 50s got the second chance she'd need. A 12-year-old received the heart of Ahmed al-Khatib. And some were Palestinians, and some of them were Jews. The family's intention was that no one be refused. The neighbors asked the father about this decision he had reached. A heart that can forgive will bring us closer to peace. Powerful reminder to those who might forget the humanity of those who live on the other side of the fence. And somewhere in this world today, 6 people live and breathe the legacy of those who cherished Ahmed al-Khatib. Can you imagine? Before I wrap this sermon up with a closing song, just a couple or 3 quotes. Benjamin Franklin said, "Well done is better than well said." Goes back to that thing I mentioned about taking action. Change happens by listening and then starting a dialogue with the people who are doing something you don't believe is right. That was Jane Goodall. Joan Baez, with whom I relate, the great folk singer, said, "Action is the antidote to despair." And before I play this last song, I thank you for your kind attention. And I'll leave you with a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. "I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war that the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word." I stand for love, stand for peace, I stand for joy and for release, for what is beautiful and true. I stand for hope, I stand for you. I stand for love, I stand for peace, I stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true, I stand for hope, I stand for you. You know our world is in great pain, she needs our loving care again. But there are those who fail to see what we have done and what we need. There is a cost for every act, and now there is no turning back. We burn a bridge, we bang a drum. It's time to rise, the time has come to stand for love, to stand for peace, to stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true, to stand for hope, to stand for you. And if you're thinking it's not urgent, that we've got more time to kill, if I'm not the one who will change things, then for heaven's sake, who will? So I will move, I will climb this mountain one step at a time. I won't be swayed, I will not stop until we've made it to the top, where we will stand for love and peace, stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true, we'll stand for hope, we'll stand for you. For what is beautiful and true, I stand for hope, I stand for you.
Wow. Thank you, David, for your sharing your beautiful talent with us and your message. Please join me in extinguishing our chalice. The words are in the chat box. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
These closing words are by Amy Zucker Morgenstern. Until we meet again, may all our hours together be blessed as this one has been, by open-hearted sharing, learning from one another, and making beautiful harmonies together. And may we greet everyone we encounter with the same acceptance and grateful kinship until we meet again. Blessed be.
I'm ready for change. I'm ready to move. There's no one to blame. there's too much to do. I'm ready to go, to get back on track. It's time to move on, and there's no turning back. If you might have noticed, there's space after every one of these lines. You can sing back to me what I sing to you, if you like. It's my sacred job to strike some kind of chord, to challenge and help, not dismiss or ignore. Everyone gets a chance, with nothing to prove. And when I do my part, then the mountain will move. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves with passion and purpose, and we can achieve the high promise of truth, and the fight for what's fair, to see that all people get their fair share. So I'm ready for change. I'm ready to go. It's long overdue, and a debt that we owe. Everyone gets a chance, with nothing to prove. And when I do my part, then the mountain will move. When I do my part, then the mountain will move. I'm ready